I'm happy for LeBron James, Dwyane Wade getting back together, playing on the Cavs again after a 3 year hiatus. They hadn't played together since Miami. Dwyane Wade decided to return the favor. It's excellent. It's good. It's a touching story, but this bromance is just going way too far. Rachel Nichols essentially has been interviewed Dwyane Wade and LeBron James separate and together, and it's just like from the things that Kevin Love saying, call them peanut butter and jelly, and then LeBron James interfering or interrupting Dwyane Wade's interviews, talking about, oh, this is supposed to be, what is it, 60 minutes? I thought that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. But then them doing another interview together, and the whole situation where Dwyane Wade's calling LeBron cheap, and LeBron is falling over Dwyane Wade's hair, like it is all good. It's all fine and dandy. And I understand that ESPN needs a story, but guys, you guys are taking this bromance to the max. And for some reason, for one particular or another, that's causing dissension within the team. Because you can see that between J.R. Smith, where he says that he thought that Dwyane Wade was supposed to be coming off the bench. And then Kevin Love, even though he's cracking a joke, that's somewhat a sign of weakness or jealousy. Him calling peanut butter and jelly, like I guess he wants to be peanut butter and jelly with LeBron or whatever the case is. So, it's like sort of like a kid that calls a kid a teacher's pet in class. You call him a teacher's pet. You're making fun of him, but honestly, you would kind of wish to have the grades that teacher's pet quote unquote has. So that being said, this bromance has to stop. Like it's getting overwhelming. It's almost disgusting to watch. It's like watching two little lovebirds that haven't seen each other for months and months on end, and then finally they're together, and everybody else is getting ignored. Like the season is upcoming. You have to face off with the Celtics. You want to have a strong showing there. Tyronn Lue saying it's just another game, but you definitely want to at least smack them by 20. You don't want Kyrie Irving to go into the Cavs building if it's in Cleveland and smoke them. And you don't want to get smoked in Boston because then Isaiah Thomas and Drake Crowder, all those guys have to make up for it. But the bromance is just a little too heavy for me. It's too heavy for me. They're doing interviews together. Like, this is not the Miami Heat. Like, you guys haven't won three or four, three championships together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a new situation. You're coming off a loss. And like a lot of people say, like Magic Johnson said this once, when he had a bad NBA Finals, they were calling him Tragic Magic. People were making fun of him. He was ghost for the entire summer. Like, nobody knew where he was. Nobody knew what he was doing. And usually when you lose the NBA Finals, you don't want to be in the limelight. All you want to be doing is getting better. But with LeBron, he's all over Instagram. He's working out with Wade. They're taking pictures together like constantly. And I understand that is your social media. You do what you want with it. But there's a point where you got to say, all right, enough is enough. Like, let's get down to business. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just lost the finals. Wade, you were just on a horrible team in Chicago or whatever. Y'all made the playoffs, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all lost to the Celtics. We have these goals we're trying to achieve. Like, let's get down to business. Let's get down to brass tacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the Cavs, it's just so many distractions, and it's like high-low distractions. Like, you have the Dwyane Wade and LeBron thing going, and then you have Kyrie Irving leaving there. And then you'll have J.R. Smith and Tristan Thompson unhappy. And then, you have the whole situation with Kevin Love and him finding out he's going to play starting center by LeBron instead of Tyronn Lue. So it's just so much dysfunction there. And people like to say that they thrive on dysfunction. Yes, they do thrive on dysfunction. But dysfunction is what made them lose two of the last three finals. And honestly, the final that they did win, there was a little bit of luck in there because somebody got suspended. So if somebody doesn't get suspended, then they go to the finals 3 straight years and they lose 3 straight years. That being said, bromance has to stop. We know you guys love each other. We know LeBron wants Wade's hair, et cetera, but it's a wrap, man. Like that stuff has to be secondary. Primary focus has to be on the upcoming season. We want to see if you can be able to play 82 games. LeBron, we want to make sure the ankle is right. Like, there's more pressing issues than all these little whack interviews coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these guys should essentially say, look, we're not doing any more interviews like this anymore. Like after this one, it's a wrap. Like we have to get focused. You know what I'm saying? Golden State got better. Our team, we're better on paper, but when we're playing in preseason, we look like crap. Plus, we have to assimilate 3 or 4 guys that really can't shoot threes. Like there's more pressing issues, and I think that Tyronn Lue needs to kind of put a handle on this bromance and bring it where the team chemistry can get back in balance. Because I think for this team, chemistry is going to be everything. I doubt the X's and O's is going to make a big difference because a lot of the guys don't have a high IQ because they depend on LeBron to do everything. And that's kind of what happened why Kyrie left, because he's lumped in that category of a player that's not high IQ player because LeBron was running the point most of the time, when we all know Kyrie's more than capable. So there's a lot of guys on that team that they don't know what to do if LeBron's not spoon feeding them. So there needs to be a resurgence of the chemistry. There needs to be less of the bromance and more of a team chemistry, more of a team focus instead of focusing on Dwyane Wade is here, Dwyane Wade is here. Like the past couple months has been all about Dwyane Wade. You know, a couple weeks, Dwyane Wade is here, Dwyane Wade is with LeBron and Dwyane Wade. It's so corny, like, and it's dry. And it's time for them to focus on basketball and focus on things that matter. Like J.R. Smith, you guys need to reassure him. Tristan Thompson, y'all need to get in his ear. Y'all need to start building up the chemistry. Start seeing where Wade likes the ball. Wade, you need to start seeing where the shooters like the ball. Derrick Rose, we need to start seeing where you can hit mid-ranges because you're not a three-point threat. So that needs to be the focus, not this bromance, which is almost sickening. Like, and here, hold on. The best thing here, why don't you guys go ahead and sign Bosh, 10-day contract, and do another interview. Since you guys are already on the bromance train, do another interview. I've never seen this before. Even when I'm playing with my boys and stuff, like we're on the same team, you know, we're like, all right, yeah, like we're good. Like that's about it. But it's to the max. And I understand the fanfare. I understand they want to make a story out of things, but sometimes you just say enough is enough, man. And enough is enough. Let's get to the season. Vlad from Hoops Junction, Hoops Meets Hoopla. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.